Hi guys, welcome back. This is By the Book and we are your married relationship coaches. Today we are on a roll talking about Married at First Sight, season 14, episode something.
We can figure out what episode we're on. Oh boy, but today we're talking about Steve and Noi. There are a couple that we don't talk a lot about, but here they're starting to have a lot of drama, kind of like going forth as far as Steve's employment. Does the man have money? Don't he have money? We don't know. And obviously Noi doesn't know either because she's having some issues with him. So I keep saying the man could be sitting on, I don't know, $10 million. We don't know. But if he is sitting on it, why won't he show it? And so my question to you, babe, if he's sitting on $10 million, do you think that would still be an issue for her?
If she still got to get up and work every day, yes. Mm-hmm. Because nobody wants to feel like, why does she have to work then? If he's got this big bundle of money where he doesn't have to work, but she does. Like, what does that say about the togetherness? That's number one. Number two, let me just real quick chime in on my skepticism about this whole thing. Yeah. And tell you, 5 weeks in, she knows what he does. And she probably knows roughly how much money he has saved. I don't think production wants us to know that she knows because they want to make it dramatic. Which makes me feel like they made it at the end because they're trying to make it dramatic. Yeah. So we are excited and we're sitting at the edge of our seats. But I believe that she has to know. Because how do you live with someone for 5 weeks and you have no clue? He's saying he's doing freelance work. Freelance where? Is it from home? Do you have to leave the house? Like, conversations have got to be had. They're not on camera 100% of the time.
Yes, hallelujah.
There's got to be, no, I don't mean conversations need to be had. I mean conversations are being had, whether they're on camera or off. And I think it's being carefully edited, so we don't know what he does.
But she's saying plainly that she doesn't know what he does either. And so that's the problem.
Because you're taking her at her word.
You have to take them at their word. You have to take them at their word.
They be like, see, first time that one of those couples told us that they consummated the marriage. Who was it? It was a guy. What I could be calling him, Bruno Mars, from a couple of seasons ago. Ryan and what was her name?
I forgot her name.
Whatever her name was.
The blonde.
They were Clara. I don't know what season it was. Maybe 12 or something. Anyway, they lied. They told us on like the reunion show they had been sleeping together since the honeymoon. Yeah. And I got trust issues after that. Like, that's over for me. I don't believe nothing they say. If production can keep that big of a secret from us, forget about it.
Yeah, but you know what? He said they haven't. I'm going back to Ryan and Claire. He said that they have been having sex since the honeymoon. However, we saw a little bit of footage that was saying that they didn't.
No, but she said they did. They were keeping it a secret.
Sex and could come in different
forms. They were
forms.
keeping the actual sex a secret.
I don't know about it.
See, now you don't even believe the truth that they told you.
I don't know about it. But anyway, we back on this season. We talking about Noi and we talking about Steve. And he does do freelance work, but Noi doesn't know exactly what type of income or what that kind of like entails or whatever. Do? I don't know.
Well, how you know he do freelance work?
Because that's what he said.
Oh my God! Like, I can't
say You have to take them at their word.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I have to take them at their word.
Why? The man ain't lying.
They lie all the time. People lie.
The man ain't lying.
Y'all have to understand something. My husband is a very truthful man, so he can't understand people lying for sport, but they do it. They do it. And these people be lying. I don't know if he works or not. I think either A, he doesn't do anything at all, or B, production is keeping a big secret from us because they want us to be concerned about Steve and Noi on decision day.
Well, obviously Noi is concerned about it because here we go. In this episode, he wants to share the domestic responsibilities around the home, cleaning and things of that sort, cleaning, cooking. And so he's saying, hey, you need to do your share and I do my share and we'll be good. And so she's not feeling it. She's not feeling it so much that she tells him, to kiss her backside, but he takes it in stride. So, but she doesn't want to do it because she doesn't feel like he's upholding his end as far as having a job. Mm. So where do you go from there? What do you think about that?
Okay, so it's tough because I'm trying to put myself in his position, not as to having like a big savings or anything, but just like if I were not working and, which I do, I got a job, y'all, I do. But if I didn't work and I was a stay-at-home mom, I wouldn't feel like my husband should do nothing in the house. Like, don't touch a dish, don't vacuum the floor, don't do anything. I got it all. Because, and I should take stay-at-home mom out of that. Let's pretend I don't have a baby for a second. If I was just a stay-at-home wife, because they're not dealing with kids, and taking care of kids is a job in and of itself. I respect every stay-at-home mother, because even doing it for 5 weeks was rough for me. But 5 months, whatever. Anyhow, I wouldn't want my husband, even if I was a stay-at-home wife, to feel like he just could drop his laundry wherever and I had everything domestic. I would feel like, dude, like, you got to do something. So I get Steve in that aspect. Like, she wants him to take the dog, clean up all the dog poop. This is not even his dog. He that's a lot. Don't ask me to clean up nothing's poop. That's a lot. So doing that and all of the domestic cooking, cleaning, all of that stuff. Plus, he gave us an extra little nugget. I don't know if you heard this or not, where he said he's contributing to the household financially.
He did say that.
A lot more. I don't know if he said it was like 3 or 4 times more than she was. It was significantly more. So he's like, well, I am coming out of some money. It's not like, you just feeding me. And if you didn't work, we wouldn't eat. So, yeah, I get it. He feels like he's carrying his fair share.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, but in turn, she's still having issues with it. And so she's having so many issues with it that she don't even want to move in with him after decision day.
Yeah, I don't know if those are fully linked together. I'm sure it has something to do with it. Mm-hmm. But she also just might be feeling overwhelmed by the process. Mm-hmm. You go from being single to being married overnight. To somebody you didn't even know. And then all of a sudden, your life is just smacked together 100%. She's probably feeling overwhelmed by that. Not to mention that, you're going to have little conflicts and stuff that make you question things. My question for you is, do you think the social media post was about him? And if so, what do you think is appropriate or an appropriate way to deal with that type of thing? The
social media post where she was talking about if you deserve something more.
The moment you feel like it's not enough, then it is not. We both misquoting this terribly, but y'all know what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think that was about him.
Okay.
And as far as him approaching it, he did approach her and ask her, was it about him? She said no. But he still feels that it's about him. Mm-hmm. I think it's about him.
Oh, so now she could be lying. Now it's a lie.
Who else?
We can't take her at her word.
No.
It could have been her family. She could have been talking about sriracha for all you know.
Sriracha. Like, don't even get me started on that one. But anyway, no, it was about him. And so what he needs to do is bring that right back around and say, hey, you said it wasn't about me, but who was it about?
Mind your business.
I know.
Mind your business. Don't worry about what's in my social media.
No. We's married, so you got to tell me what's going on.
Maybe it wasn't even about anybody. Maybe it's just, have you ever seen people who just continually repost memes?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be directed toward anybody. You might just like the quote.
Well, say that.
She said enough.
No, she didn't.
How not?
Huh?
How not?
Because if he feels a certain type of way, that wasn't enough. Is it about me?
I'm not about to keep on stroking your ego because you don't believe the truth. My truth.
Whatever, man. Who was it about?
It was a quote that I liked.
Oh, I wasn't better say that then. That's all I'm trying to say. Because that was about him. And he knew it was about him, you know. And his friend, when he was telling her, she knew it was about him too. She's just like, yeah, bro, you need to go get a job. That's all that is. You need to go get a job. So, she's basically telling him, hey, he needs to step it up. He needs to, basically come on with this whole job thing. She's not feeling comfortable. And yeah, when she said that she's not ready to move in with him, again, she's still referring to that as she doesn't feel safe enough financially, to kind of like engage with him and to mix her finances with him because she's uncertain about his future.
She doesn't like the dynamic. And we talked a little bit about this one other time that we discussed those two. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's easier, I think, mentally for men to be the sole provider for a household than for a woman to, or for the man to be the one who's going out and working every day and the woman stays at home. Women, I think we just inherently have this sense of that ain't right about us. If we're the one working and the guy is the one who's staying at home, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't look right to our friends and our family. And I'm not even saying that that's really the right mentality to have, because you don't want to obviously have your friends' opinions and family's opinions weigh so heavily on something if you know differently. But a lot of people are moved by that. Yeah. And it's difficult to get over mentally.
Do you think she feels that he's less than a man?
No, I don't think she feels he's less than a man. I think that she feels less than a unit with him. Because, like I told you earlier, I would feel like if you got so much money that you don't have to work, then we don't have to work. Let's stay home together. Because if you don't have to work, if you're sitting on, how much did you say, $10 million? $10 million. You're sitting on $10 million and you think that's going to have us set for a good long time, then we're set. I don't want to pick up my laptop computer and start working no more. I don't want to drive out and travel to work. I don't want to do that. If you got time to just be footloose and fancy free, then so do I. Let's do it together. But until you invite me to be unemployed like you and just ride out this $10 million together, then no.
So there's no circumstance where the man could stay at home and take care of the household and the woman work. There's no circumstance.
Not for her. Everybody's relationship is different. Everybody's personality is different. Some people, that's fine. I mean, look, you got the women who letting their boyfriends drop them off at work and then they go and have an affair while the woman is working and bringing home dinner. That's them. If that works for them, different strokes, different folks. But for Noi, that doesn't work for her. That's not what she wants to feel. I wouldn't want to feel that either. There's a lot of women out here on the same page. So I totally get it.
Well, my thing is most men who are unemployed and are married or have some type of family situation going on, if they're not working, then it's very difficult for them, because a lot of times a man's sense of being is tied up into what he does, or his ability to earn. And so by him not having a job right now, but having that nest egg, that has to be compensating for him saying, I've got this, right now.
Yeah, he feels fulfilled in being a vagabond.
A vagabond.
That makes him happy. And she doesn't support that. And, too bad.
That's rough right there.
His daddy called him that, not me.
Yeah, his daddy called him vagabond. Dog, go. Well, you know what? That's pretty much it I got on. For y'all going to have to leave it in the comments on this one. Hey, do you think... Well, how about this? I didn't even ask you. Do you think they have a future? Do you think they're going to say...
I think they're going to say yes, but I don't know that they're destined for success. But I do. I think that the producers are trying to set us up and make us think that they really got drama when they really don't, because he's probably already told her how much he has in his savings, and they're probably just fine. So
I think they might be able to get to decision day, but not too much after that. So if y'all agree with us, leave it in the comments. If you disagree, leave it in the comments.
All right, you guys. Take care now.
Bye.